life, wisdom.
Psychetruth massage.
This is Athena Jezik, and we're going to continue with our work today and move down to the feet. The feet are oftentimes very neglected. There are some things that a person can do for their feet to help out. Putting toe spacers. There's some shoes that have toe spacers, and there's socks that have individual toe places like a glove, because when the toes are a little more spread, that's a little more natural and way for the toes to be. So much of what happens with our shoes is that they're more pointed toes, and then we tend to pull our feet in. So if the feet have a little wider, the toes have a little wider spans, then it's just a better alignment for the foot. And there's also a little bone called the cuboid bone, which is located right about here, which has a lot to do with if the foot is out of alignment, it can affect how your knee is going to work. So oftentimes I work to check that out, particularly if someone's hips have corrected a great deal. I'll check the alignment with the cuboid and the knee. And there's a very simple way of correcting that, which I'm thinking of making a addition to the YouTube station that I have, and bring in a little bit more comprehensive work to the site, having it be a little bit more private. And that's in the design stages right now. So if you're interested to see any other material other than what we're posting on Psychetruth, you can check that out for just additional information. So I'm starting here. I'm just working the toes. I'm just getting in and taking some range of motion and letting the little muscles feel like they're not being neglected. Just working in ways to see if there's anything going on that's extra tight or some kind of odd alignment. Although I don't think we're going to find that, because there doesn't seem to be any foot pain. And here's the ball of the foot and into the arch of the foot. Yeah, when you get to the arch of the foot, you can tell a lot of foot alignment by the way that this arch happens. In foot reflexology, this is relating to an area that's relating to the spine. But I don't do foot reflexology, so I'm just doing foot massage. I'm aware of some of the points there, but because I haven't had time to practice properly or be trained properly, I don't in any way, shape, or form suggest that I do foot reflexology. So if somebody says they do foot reflexology, you may want to, check out where they got their training, because there's a lot of people who haven't really gotten the proper training who suggest that they might do it. And if they do it without the proper training, they may have a little bit that they're doing, but it's always good to check out the practice that people have done if you're looking for a therapist of some kind. So I'm just working in here and taking a little range of motion of everything and checking for any swelling that might be, any fluid retention that might be in the foot, but it all feels good. And then getting on the top of the foot, kind of pulling the toes down and feeling a nice stretch through the top of the foot. And you can take your fingers up between these tendons. It's following where the bones are, so it's very natural to do that. And you can also do some toe spreading. Sometimes you can't really get your fingers in. These are pretty good toes. They spread well. They spread real well. You can bend them backwards. And you want to be careful if you're doing this. Just go gentle into it. Give it a nice stretch. If you work the foot right and you take it into a lot of stretching, and particularly if you follow the stretching, I have had some successes with the plantar fasciitis and helping people feel a lot of relief from that. And doing that, applying that up into the hands with carpal tunnel, it's the same thing. There's a lot that you can do with the unwinding techniques on parts of the body, the limbs, particularly the hands, the extremities, that can bring you some interesting results that seem to hold and play pretty well. I was actually surprised that the effectiveness of the carpal tunnel work that I did on somebody a while ago. Works a computer, he's a programmer, and it was pretty remarkable. I really didn't know it was going to be that successful, and he was able to feel much better, like the carpal tunnel really wasn't there. So we don't always have to take dramatic measures, and we don't always have to take drugs to try to correct things, and we don't have to get cut into and all of this other stuff, putting braces on and the whole bit, even though maybe we do need to do that a little bit. But if you get in there and allow the body to unwind where it's all distorted, you're going to do far more for yourself than just using these other methods that are really just ways to charge you a lot of money for not a very good response. And I'm always baffled why people are so willing to spend that kind of money on things that really don't work effectively and allow that kind of abuse to be done to the body when it's not maybe the best thing to do. It would be wise to begin to practice taking care of the little things first. And then if need be, if you really do still need surgery, then go for the surgery. But it would be advantageous to turn over every stone on the road until you realize that there's nothing that's going to help except for a very active intervention. And even then, you need to know that you're not going to necessarily have good results. It just started to rain. So I'm competing with the rain, but we need the rain in Austin so bad, so it's really nice. So I've just worked her feet, Cindy's feet, and they feel very good. They're flexible, they're movable. There's not any stiffness in them. So there we have our footwork. All right, just let us know if you appreciate these by giving us a thumbs up and making some comments. And check out my website. This is Athena Jezik. Whoa, baby.
That was kind of awesome, though.
That's neat. Yay, it's raining.
Look at that, it's raining.
It's your turn, kitty. I don't know which one I'll do. I'll do both of them.